Often my wife will make a decision with no consultation. She just does it. She came in about a year ago. She said, by the way, we're going camping next year. I said, oh, fuck off, will ya? Sort of a moron goes camping. Apparently the lower middle classes again, yeah. Yeah, let's go and live like refugees for a week. That'll be fun. There's a reason houses are so popular. Bathroom, telly, bed, kitchen. Oh no, let's give all that up and go and live like homeless people, shall we? We sleep on this mattress that keeps going down. Keeps flattening, and you lay there, you wake up in the morning, your face is pushed against earth, the light comes in early, spiders crawling all over you. After a couple of days, you're just broken, you're just walking about. You're doing that hospital walk, you know that hospital? All your hair's matted to you, like you stink of smoke and sweat, you know. You get an old sleeping bag and put it round your shoulders, you just start wandering around the camp. You see another camp over there, I'll go over to that other camp. You go, hello, hello. We've run out of gas bottles on our camp. Any chance of a cup of tea? Can I have one of them club biscuits, please? If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, you're Hey! Well done. That was good, people. You're the best so far. Now, things get so bad that rumours start to spread that there's going to be a Waitrose airdrop. UNICEF have called in Waitrose. Yeah, there's going to be quinoa. Quinoa's turning up. There's going to be artichokes, mas, a Chilean red. It's hell. To add insult to injury, right, a couple of days before we left, my wife pulled me to one side. She said, babe, we're just going to mark your card. There'll be no rumpy-pumpy on the camping holiday, okay? Put it out of your mind, it's not going to happen. I turned and said, what, you're going to be on the blob, are you? Of course I didn't. What sort of man says that in 2017? Oh, you're going to be on the blob. It wasn't that long ago. You heard it all the time. Men would come in the pub looking a little bit exasperated. Pooh, I've had to get out the house. She's got the fucking painters in indoors. We having some decorating done? No, she's on the blower indoors. She's fucking driving me mental. You young girls don't realise how lucky you are to have these lovely modern boyfriends, caring, understanding. Yeah, they'll be in the pub having a drink and suddenly they say, look, I have to go. My partner's menstruating. The least I can do is be there with her during this dark, dark time. I've told her it's not her period, it's our period. Okay, share it with me, sister. Yeah, I keep her supplied with paracetamol and hot water bottles. She's allowed to verbally abuse me whenever she likes. She can punch me on the back of the head if that helps out. Yeah, as long as I'm there with her. No, I didn't say that you're going to be on the blob. I said, no, babe, no sex on the holiday. So she said, no, it's the least romantic holiday in the world, putting it out of your mind. I thought, this is a challenge. She wants me to serenade around the campfire. I'll make a flute out of a twig. She can kill with a smile, she can woo me around. And she'll carelessly cut you and laugh while you're dying. But she's always a woman to me. It didn't happen. This is what happened. Second night, right? Sex ban, apparently. I wake up. I'm laying here. My wife's opposite me. She's crouched over like this, right? It's about 4 in the morning. The first bit of light's coming in. She's like that, right? And she's got a long white plastic bag hanging between her legs. It's called a shiwi or a travel john, right? So there's various names. She's not sure if I'm awake or not, right? But she's looking to see if I am. The thing is, I am. So for about a minute, she stared at me while she filled this bag up with piss. And I was staring at her, and it was getting fatter and fuller, and her legs started going where she started swinging in my face, this big bag of piss. I said, babe, I don't know if we're ever going to have sex again. I can't get this piss bag out of my mind. I'm in Mr. Ahmed's, right? Why am I in Mr. Ahmed's? Because I can see my local pub over the road and I want to go in, right? It's fairly early. I normally get in there about 12:15 and I don't want to be the first in because it's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? And I've stopped knocking on the window as well. I used to do that. Come on, come on. I gotta take away the hurting, man. I gotta take away the hurting. There's about 4 pissheads around where I live. None of us wants to be the first in, so we all look out for each other. One's by the bus stop, one's in the fucking library there. No one wants to crack first. I'm talking to Mr. Ahmed and I see one going in, another one goes in. I say, see you later, Mr. Ahmed. I can go in now. And when I walk in, there's the pissheads are all there, and we give each other the pisshead nod. I go, all right, all right, all right. And then we go to our respective corners for a bit of peace and quiet, because that's what we're looking for on a Tuesday afternoon, peace and quiet. Pubs used to be very peaceful places. They were places for men to sit around and just stare into the middle distance. Isn't it lovely and quiet in here? It's fucking lovely, isn't it? I'd say to men, are you going home at any point? No, fuck that. Why would I go home? You were sent to the pub. Go and get your dad from the pub. His dinner's on the steam. Peas like bullets. You have to go to the pub to try and get your dad. It was fucking terrifying going to the pub. Smoky, dark, terrifying pub. And you push the door open. Is my dad in there? Yes, he is, and you're the reason. Now, fuck off, will ya? Because you go in a pub now, and the children just run around, don't they? These parents going, run off, nebulizer, run off! Santander, go and play! Go and play with winter and summer! And I have to say, I've given my wife a little mention. I know that, like, she gets mentioned in this show a lot, but I cannot reassure you enough that we are very, very much in love. She is as happy as a pig in shit with me. She is. I can show you the Barclay card statements if you really need to see how cheerful it's made her. And which is the first girl who I've sort of met who it's got better and better with, because I've had a lot of disasters. Nothing to do with me, obviously. And I've had them end for bizarre reasons, because I've been out with all types of women. I went out with a girl once, not my normal cup of tea. She was really spaced out, man. She was into numerology and astrology. She believed she was a witch. She had energies flowing through her. She could heal people. Do you know why she blew me out? I got a little bit of spunk on her dream catcher. Little tiny bit. Isn't it mad, isn't it? And I nearly blew it at my wife right early doors. Do you want to hear the story? I nearly blew it at my wife in the first year. Ooh, nah, it involves the events of 9/11. Strap in, strap in. Now, I know 9/11 was a terrible day in human history. Tragic beyond belief. Tragic, tragic, tragic. However, 9/11 did get me out of the doghouse. Hear me out. Hear me out. My wife and I met in the year 2000, fairly late in the year. Like I said, we went off on the little Greek holiday. We had a bit of a deal-breaker moment there when I changed into a pair of Speedos and a bum bag. She said she wobbled. Thank God I'd lost me vest that said posing till closing on it. Iron Apple, 1990. Yeah, we ruled that square. We got back and I sat her down. I said, listen, sister, you're my cup of tea. I said, I think we should put this to the test. I think you should move in. She moved in. I was still a very independent man at that stage in my life, still able to make my own decisions, still able to buy a pair of shoes without sending her a photograph first. That's always a tough moment in the shop, isn't it? The little assistant looks at you. Do you like them, sir? I don't know yet. I'll let you know in a minute. No. I'm having a crisis, apparently. Nobody wears green cowboy boots anymore. Sort yourself out. I said, you might as well know how my life unfolds, sister, and I'll tell you straight off the top. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, I go and do the stand-up comedy. I said, but Mondays I go a bit fucking mental, I do. I go proper mental. I said, we have a Monday club, me and the lads. Christ knows how I end up most Mondays. So she said, fair enough, if that's how you live your life. I said, but I tell you what, seeing as you just moved in this week, I'll be home this Monday with a nice bottle of wine and a takeaway for you. She said, you are the best thing that ever happened to me. I said, oh no, stop crying. I went out with every intention of going home, but then I got the flavour. The dreaded flavour! All I had to do was phone him and said, look, I know I'll be home about 7:30. I said that, but that's not going to happen, babe. I've got the flavour. I ain't coming home. I'll make it up to you later in the week. And that would have been the job done. But no, I didn't do that. Because I'm a man, and I'm an arsehole, and I'm a coward. So I phoned her, I said, baby, no, I said I'll be home about 7:30. I reckon we're looking nearer 8:30. She said, all right, but I have got the plates out, and I am hungry. I said, all right, I won't let you down. 8:30 rolled round, and I thought, I ain't going home. But I won't phone her and irritate her. In my head, I reinvented her as the most reasonable woman in the world. Sitting there going, oh, 8:30, he's still not in. He must be having a lovely time. Never mind, I'll make myself a sandwich. And I'll make him one and all. And I'll leave him a little note. You had a lovely time, didn't you? But never came home. Here's a sandwich. Please feel free to give me a nudge if you fancy a bit of the other. That is not what happened. At about 9 o'clock, my phone went, and the abuse I received was so intense and profound, every other man in the pub could feel it. Men were turning to each other. Someone's getting a coating in here, I can feel it. I don't like it. Someone's getting a coating. Who's him over there? I put my phone back in my pocket. I'd gone rather ashen. My mate looked at me. He said, what's the matter with you? I said, she's gone right the other way. My mate went, Mick, I'm going to tell you something for nothing now. You go running home, the rest of your life will be a misery. All the other divorcees started joining in. I said, oh, mate, you're right. Get another drink in. When I'm about 1 o'clock in the morning, down I fell on the bed, pissed. She said, is this how it's going to be, living with you? I said, I don't know. It's called a U-shape up, I suppose. Only the way you spoke to me tonight was appalling. I I woke up about 7 in the morning. There's some banging and crashing going on outside, if you don't mind me saying. I'm still pissed. I shouted out, "Keep it down out there. What's the matter with you? Where's your civility?" The door slammed and she went to work. I woke up about 1:30. I'm in bits now, and hungover, guilty. I had a little look in the mirror at myself. I had a little look in the mirror. Is this it? You want to fuck this one up or not? You want to be on your own the rest of your life? Old man in the park stinking of piss with a little dog. Is that the man you want to be? Well, you're going the right way about it, ain't you, baby? Like, what fucking idiot. Oh, I'm not talking to you anymore. I went and put the kettle on in a crisis, made myself a cup of tea. I slunk down on the settee. I was a broken man, so deep in the doghouse I may never re-emerge. I flicked the telly on. 9/11's kicked off. I thought, ha, there's hope. This will take the edge off a bit. This will take the dairy off, as they say. When the second plane went in, I said, "Micky, you're out of jail, son. You are out of jail." At the height of the carnage, I called her in work on the phone. I said, "Hello, babe. All right? You seen what's going on?" She said, "Yeah, we're all watching it on the telly in work." I said, "Yeah." Puts everything in perspective, though, babe, doesn't it, eh? She said, "I'm coming home early. Me and you are going to have that bottle of wine and that takeaway." I put the phone down. I was back in the game, wasn't I? Yeah. So right, that's the money. Put that to one side. Put that to one side. I'm a celeb now. I didn't want to be a celeb. What sort of a maniac wants to be a celeb? I know I'm a celeb because they keep phoning me up. Do I want to go on this show, that show? They said to me, "Would I like to go on Strictly?" I said, "Oh, come on, but only if we can have an ecstasy night." Everybody's got a double drop. Don't fuck about. Actually, don't double drop at the moment. The pills are getting proper powerful. Behave yourself. So I am a celeb. It's very strange being a celeb. You're normally pushed with other celebrities. You have to spend time with them. I try and avoid it. If you bring out a DVD, you have to do what they call the sofas. This is where you go on these shows and on these chat shows, like the Graham Norton show. And yeah, we love Graham. He's a lovely human being, Graham. Great guy. But you're there, basically. What they have is they've got Graham, then you've got 3 really fucking boring Americans. And you're put on the end to save the day, basically. In case Tom Hanks is having a bad one. Yeah. I hate doing them, but you do them. You've got to bring the dough in, right? So, the only time I really wanted to do it, when I heard I was going to be on with Sir Cliff Richard. I thought, Sir Cliff, yeah, I'm going to get to meet Sir Cliff. I was really excited. I'm backstage, I'm all nervous. Cliff's here. He's like, "I like small speakers, I like tall speakers. If there's music, they're wired for sound." He wasn't. I just like doing that bit. Right? I'm a normal human being. I wanted to try and get his attention. I kept turning to him. I'm like... I wanted to try and engage him. In the end, to break the ice, I turned to him. I said, "Cliff, where did you go on that summer holiday in the end?" Nothing. He just walked on. And he's a Christian. He's supposed to be a good man. We love Cliff. He's the last of the mysteries, isn't he, Cliff? The last of the mysteries. Oh, he is, isn't he? Come on, I'm just saying. It's a mystery still. I find it odd that a man wouldn't just tell it like it is. If I woke up tomorrow morning and thought, I might fancy a bit of cock, I'd tell you people. Double lively as well. Probably announce it on the One Show. So, Micky, you got a new DVD coming out this Christmas, ain't there? Yes, I have, and I really like cock at the moment. Would be nice. Make me more interesting, wouldn't it? Because everyone's interesting now, aren't they? Everyone's bipolar. Transgender. Oh, I've got an intolerance, I've got an allergy, I've got a syndrome, I'm so fucking interesting. I'm just a bloke. Beer and pussy, sorry I'm not more interesting. Sorry I'm not a bit more interesting. Right. So, I never know what to say to celebrities. This is what I said to Cliff. Paled into insignificance when I was sent to America, right, to do the 50th anniversary Amnesty International Gala show. It's an American night, really. All the septics are back there. All the main septic tanks are there. You've got Sarah Silverman, Paul Rudd's here. I'm sitting here with Ben Stiller. Ooh. Me and Ben having a chatette backstage. Who should come out the shadows? None other than Liam Neeson. Came out, he was like this. This is how he walks now. Right? He's always trying to catch people, isn't it? So he came out, he was proper, and just come out the shadows. I'm sitting here, empty chair next to me. He said, "Can I sat here?" I said, "No, it's taken." Hey! Boom! Straight out the park. He didn't laugh, he just fucked off. For a few weeks, I accepted the French food they are, and then we were just about to leave. It was like week 6, and we were going to go to a restaurant. We thought, no, we can't go to the restaurant. The chef's probably gone home. It's 6:30. And we ordered in some pizzas, right? We ordered in pizzas. They turn up and they've got olives on. We bite into the pizzas, and the pizzas have still got stones in. The olives. I'm going to say that again. I fucked that up. But rewind. I'm surrounded by professionals here. We bite into the pizzas, and the olives have still got stones in. So we'll drown that bit out. We go, what the fuck? They just cheering the fact that there's stones in the olives. We're a funny crowd in that night, weren't they? Yeah, we had the Olive Appreciation Society in. They don't believe in stoning olives. They say it's wicked. You should leave the stones in. So I'm going to say that again. You mustn't cheer. Don't fuck me about. This has cost me 800 quid to put this DVD together. Fuck it up. I've got 2 cameramen. I went the extra mile, right? Fuck it, you got to spend it, right? What are the chances of you not fucking this up for? I've been doing this for 20 years. You are better than me. Let's just see if you can restrain yourself, children. Don't make me bring out my teacher training skills and start separating people. This is a test for you as well as for me. This is your night as well as mine. We've got to work together on this. We bite into the pizzas. See, all the people at the top, they're lovely. They didn't cheer. Like they just thought, no, we're going to go along with it. Anyway, we bite into the pizzas, right? We bite into the pizzas. And the olives have still got stones in. I thought, you dirty, filthy, affair-having, fucking horse-murdering cunts, you absolute cunt. What sort of a man makes a pizza and then gets the olives with the stones and says, oh, fuck them, just throw them in. Just fucking throw them in. What, am I a slave? That'll cut together all right. Don't worry about that. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for coming out this evening, coming to the Wild West End. Always a pleasure. I'm from the East End of London. Like most East End kids, I messed up my education because they left the gate open. And I left school with a bottle opener that I'd made in the third year. Two biggest departments in our school were the woodwork department and the metalwork department. So I made the metal bit in the metalwork department. And I took it across to the woodwork department. I went interdepartmental. And I said to the teacher, sir, do you mind if I put a wooden handle on this? He said, you are a fucking natural, son. He said, I think things are going to work out for you. Could I sum up my school in one sort of fairly succinct way by pointing out what happened when the careers officer came? He came to our school and he asked us what we'd like to do with our lives. The most ambitious kid in the class was Gary Hutton, because he wanted to drive a van. We erupted. We're like, you fucking dreamer, Hutton! You were never going to drive a van. You would have to write to Jimmy Savile for that stuff, man. Only Jimmy can fix that stuff. Come on, man. No kid from this school has ever got on to drive a van. This school is here to produce the people who carry the stuff to the van. Right. So I leave school with a bottle opener. Well, that was our school as well. What sums up? We made ashtrays in the second year. We made bottle openers in the third year. And we made prams in the fourth year. You've got to sort yourself out for the future, ain't you, eh? I left school, I did a little bit of travelling. I went to Spain, Mallorca, and Menorca. Spain was a bit shit when we turned up, wasn't it? It was all tapas and sangria. We knocked that out of them a bit lively. We introduced the Spanish to a bit of culture. Set breakfast, bingo. Bit of cabaret in the evening. I know this is not very much anymore, just to keep going to Spain, but I like Spain. I know where everything is. I've got friends who are not happy with their lives at all. I've got loads of friends, and my friend turned to me about 2 years ago and he said, things haven't worked out at Argos. He said, doesn't look like I'm going to make area manager, and I've decided to throw the towel and I've had enough. I'm going to go backpacking. So he disappears off around the world for a year backpacking. Comes back, gives me a call. Wants to meet me in Weatherspoons. On a curry Thursday. Because he wants to eat and drink for a fiver now. And, he's not a holiday bore. He's travelled, so he has important information to impart. So he's got me trapped in Weathers. Very serious man now. He's all beads, bangles and Buddhism. He's like, I know who I am now. And I'm like, well, you're unemployed, but we won't look into that at the moment.
He said, oh, man, I have had the time of my life. I have been through fundamental changes. He said, I first went to Thailand. He said, Thailand's a fascinating place. It's fascinating. He said to me, do you know in Thailand, it's considered rude to point at people with your feet. I'm like, oh, well, thanks for telling me that. Because no doubt I shall be straight off the plane. Oi, you. Yes, you in the robes over there. He said, oh, I see. Still hiding behind the pain with laughter. He's got very serious on me. He said, let me tell you. He said, oh, my God. He said, I went to India next. He said, the poverty. The poverty was unbelievable. He said, in India, I met people who had no hope and no future. And I'm like, well, we could have come straight to the Weatherspoons, really, couldn't we? Yeah. You like hanging about with people who've given up. Monday lunchtime Weatherspoons. He said, I can't believe you're actually joking about this. He said, I can't. So he got really serious on me now. These people are not happy unless they're really getting to you. So he said, no. He said, you don't understand what horrors I saw in India. I saw a leper boy who'd been gaffer taped to a skateboard. Arms fallen off. Propelling himself along the road with a drumstick between his teeth. He said, now, are you going to tell me that's funny? I said, it's a little bit funny. He said, oh, my God, he said, you're typical of the people I've met since my return on a Flanagan. You're an example of why I can never be happy in the UK again, because of people like you. You have no understanding of what's going on in the world, no empathy or compassion for others. He said, let me tell you something you may not know, and I know. These people who have nothing, in a strange way, they're happier than we are. I lost it at that point. I've had enough of this. I said, well, the thing is, they've never had to end an NTL subscription, have they? Shall we talk about my year for a little while? So, I'm into my 40s now. I messed up my education. I do a bit of travelling. I do various dead-end jobs. But mostly, I spent most of the 80s. The 80s was the decade when I was an international lover, player. A lover of women. I'd made love with women as far afield as Cardiff. Cornwall. I got a girl to wank me off on the Isle of Wight. And that was a day trip. And, this is the level of expertise you're dealing with. The younger fellas don't realise how easy they've got it. This was back in the day when you had to try hard. You really had to treat her like... You had the odd result. I mean, I'd occasionally go out. I might meet an older woman who might want to sort of, like, sort me out. That was always a bit terrifying. You know, lost in Chingford with a 30-year-old woman. These women used to take me home. This one said to me one night, she said, oi, fuckface. Quality, she was quality. She took me back to her habitat home. She looked at me across the room, she said, oi, you, I like it a bit rough. I'm thinking, well, how rough? What's me marker, love? But I jumped in. I was keen back then, 17 years of age. I thought I'll sort her out. This is what I found out. If you meet a woman who likes it a bit rough, when you're taking her from behind, a little pull on the hair, that's erotic. They like that. However, a short, sharp punch to the kidneys, that's assault, apparently. All I'm saying to the younger fellas is be careful. Take it up in stages. If she says, I like it a bit rough, don't go and put your kung fu pyjamas on. You're threatening me, love. I'll give you a fucking roundabout.
Thing in the 80s, chasing women. Back in the 80s, I was an international lover and player. I'd made love to women as far afield as Cardiff, Cornwall. I got a girl to wank me off on the Isle of Wight. It's a day trip. It was easy to get sex in the 80s. You had to really work for it back then. Women didn't want to part up too quickly. You had to go to work. If you met a girl and you were taking her out on a Saturday night, bosh, here we go. Splash a pack of a bang. Get your jeans out the cleaners. Nice crease on them. There you go. And you took her out for the evening. You treated her. You took her out for a steak Diane. Few Cinzano the Biancos. And if she wanted a prawn cocktail, she got a prawn cocktail. Women went mental for the prawn cocktail in the 80s. You see her little face light up. You've sat her down and you've presented her with prawns. Lettuce. In a wine glass. Drizzled with the dressing from 1,000 islands. Not salad cream tonight, princess. Tonight you're special. You're gonna get a dressing that's been gathered from 1,000 islands. You brought to this steakhouse in Bethnal Green. Now you want the vagina. This hasn't changed. Men have chased the vagina since time began. The vagina has changed, as we know. It was still a big hairy beast back in the 80s. Big hairy, militant, Marxist, feminist vagina. It was angry, the vagina in the 80s. Had a terrible attitude. I mean, the knickers weren't small and it was still busting out the side. Big angry vagina. He started rolling these Marxist knickers down and it would come out. What are you looking at? But you want the vagina. So I got myself a place. Kitted it out for love. Bedsitter. Quality bedsitter. Not council. And I went and got all the latest gear. I spent about 700 quid. Right, let's go. Take her back. Sit her down on the futon. She's half in bed already. Up there for thinking. Go over to my stereo stacker system. Got a stereo stacker. Listen to wah-wah. With a built-in graphic equalizer. It does nothing. I slip into the cassette deck. Now that's what I call music. 2. So. Now I know Luther Vandross will be on in a minute. When Luther comes on, bosh, I'm in. This frees up the time for me to go off to the kitchenette area. I've got a kitchenette area.
It's not a piss hole I'm living in. Got a kitchenette area. I go behind me little bit of curtain. Grab a bit of curtain around your kitchen, come on. I change into the uniform of the international player, which we know is the silk black kimono. Come back out into the main area. I've kept my jeans on. I'm not a monster. I turn round to reveal the dragon. Hold that pose. Come back with a nice chilled bottle of Blue Nun. Oh, she's gone. You mustn't threaten to knife children anymore. This is a big no-no. We were threatened with knifing on a daily basis, me and my brothers and sisters. My mum, she'd put us to bed about 6:30. Still light out. People are playing run-outs round the flats. Of course we're playing up. She'd come to the bottom of the stairs. If I come up there, I'll fucking knife the lot of ya. Is that what you want? Knifing? And then I'll run away, I will. I'll run away. If I come up there, I'll punch holes in ya. Punch holes in ya. We're all laughing. Mummy's coming off the Valium again. The other thing you mustn't do to children is burn them anymore. This is considered... You mustn't burn children anymore. If ever I was just staring out the window, daydreaming, my mum was stirring her red hot tea. She would seize on the opportunity to just give me a little tap on the side of the face. Oh, yeah! That woke you up, didn't it? Daydreamer. Thanks for that, Mum. Yeah, that was me relaxing for a couple of minutes. Can you imagine doing that in 2013? Down at Cafe Nero with the other middle-class mums. He's on his DS, I'm stirring me hot coffee, we're talking about our holidays. Oh, well, if you like camping, you should enjoy it and just go, yeah. Oh, just keeping him on his toes, you know.
Back in the 70s, when people were proud to live on a council estate, no stigma, lovely. People would come in the pub, I've got myself a council flat. You go, whee! If you can just get on the sick, you'll never work again, son. You'll never work again. We weren't the piss poor family on the estate. Every estate had a proper piss poor family, didn't it? A family you used to look at and think, we're skinned, but you're fucking poor, man. How did you get that poor? You know, you'd look in the house, you think, oh, no wallpaper. Sugar still in the bag on the table. The family where the brother had a baby with the sister. You weren't that family. Regular working class family, you know, provident checks, free school dinners, grant uniforms. Things got a bit tough when they put the old man in prison. He did it. At least I got to sleep in my mum's bed, every glad. So, and you went to the local comprehensive, and you did fuck all. Stared out the window. We all left school with nothing. Nothing. Most ambitious kid in our class, Gary Hutton. You know why? He wanted to drive a van. He stood up flash. Like a careers officer. He said, I'm going to drive a van. We erupted. We said, you fucking dreamer, Hutton. You'll never drive a van. No kid from this school has ever gone on to drive a van. This school is here to produce the people who carry the stuff to the van. They made you make stuff, didn't they? Made an ashtray for your old mum. Here, old mum. Keep coughing that shit up in the morning. There you go. An ashtray for your mum, bottle opener for your dad in the 3rd year, pram in the 4th year. But this is what we do now. We think about children's feelings now, don't we? We worry about what might influence them. We don't want to worry them, don't want to upset them. You can't do anything in front of children that might upset them. You certainly can't have a drink. This is a big no-no. Never bothered my parents. They would lead us to the pub on Saturday night, sit us all outside, and then we would lead them home. Pissed. Try and get money out of them, gives a tenner then. I don't get drunk. My dad used to get so drunk on a Saturday afternoon watching the racing, rather than come home like that, he would bring home a man more drunk than him. The drunkest man he could find in Bethnal Green. As an example of how bad things could have got. Some random drunk. Look at this geezer. He's blind drunk. He can't even see straight. I'm just like this. See what a responsible father you've got. And to add insult to injury, he just put this man at the end of the settee in his coat, hat, scarf, big red face. And he'd go to bed, leaving us to spend the rest of the night with a functioning alcoholic. He'd eat all the twiglets and fall asleep. Start having a row with himself. Fuck off, bollocks. Oi, fuck off. You fucking talk to me, I'll fucking come over there. Don't. You a fuck boy. Who do you think you are? Who do you fucking think you are? Who do you think you are? Fuck off, cunt. Fuck, oi, fuck off, oi. We're trying to watch Happy Days here. Drug culture has changed in the UK, hasn't it? Changed. When I was growing up, teenagers had to hide the fact they were taking drugs from their parents. Now parents have to hide the fact they're taking drugs from their teenagers. It's all gone a bit skew-if. Family parties can be a fucking nightmare. Because you turn up and all the generations are there, and what happens is the teenagers hang around, talk to the old people. Teenagers are very serious people now. Oh, they're so earnest and serious. They come across, they've got their tofu. I've got my tofu, got my mineral water, I'm going fucking mental tonight. And they come over to you, hi, I'm Tom, I'm 6'7", 15. This is India. We met in Africa. We were building a well for the locals, you know. They didn't want it, but fuck it, we built it anyway. We're going on a march tomorrow, Mick, against lactose intolerance. Would you like to come along? Over Tom's shoulder is a slightly overweight, balding man looking at me and going, I don't do it, obviously. I fancy it. Who don't fancy a livener at a family party? I don't do it because I'm terrified. Terrified of having a fucking heart attack. I don't want to be that bloke stretchered out at 10:30, ruining the party. What's the matter with him? Oh, he's having chest pains, apparently. And I just know the paramedics are going to mess with me. Mr. Flanagan, what have you taken, Mr. Flanagan? It was just a cheeky line, really, just a cheeky line. I wasn't gaining it, just a cheeky line. Yes, but Mr. Flanagan, I've got a really important question to ask you. Were you out or were you out? Just in case anyone forgets. So I was on a bit of a downer, right? I was on a bit of a downer about my appearance, you know. But then something happened to turn this all around. My old man phoned me up, right? He's on his own now, so he phoned me up. He said, son, I want to go on holiday. I said, oh, Dad, don't go on holiday on your own, because you don't talk to no one, do you? There's a reason he won't talk to anyone, in case they're a copper. He was a bit of a villain in the 70s and 80s, and he thinks they're still after him, you know. We were having a cup of tea the other day in the Roman Road. A very nice man came in. He said, hello, Jim. My old man's like, fuck that. But when he left, I said, don't talk to people like that. He said, I reckon he's filth. I said, filth? He's about 100 years old. He said, they're never off duty, they never retire. You've got a bit soft working in the arts, you're half a fucking pansy, I reckon. I said, don't go on your own, I'll come with you. He said, you can't come with me, I'm going Saga, all inclusive. I phoned up the Saga people, I can go. They start at 50. Bosh, I'm in. So we went on a Saga holiday, and I made a discovery. If you're starting to worry about your appearance, go on a Saga holiday in your 50s. You are a fucking stunner again, don't worry about that. You start using the stairs, it blows their mind. Oh, look at him using the stairs, the dirty bastard, no doubt. Oh, look at him. Ooh. I don't know if you've heard of the Saga louts. Basically, they're a British phenomenon. They're all these old people who've made a few quid. They go away early January, late June, get out of the bad weather, all inclusive. They have a right party. The ballroom's a right laugh. At about 12 o'clock, it fills up with old people because they won't go outside the hotel. Suddenly, the shutters go up on the bar. It's like a thriller video. 200 old people try and get to the bar first. It's chaos. Oh, blue badge, let me through! All their hips are going. The shaky arms are going, the old shaky arm. Get that right. Mobility scooters are cutting people up. Zimmer frames are flying through the air. They all have a few shandies, couple of metaxas. It's buzzing round the pool. I'm there on my own, so I can do what I like. I went and got myself a nice tight pair of trunks. They weren't Speedos, but they were in the family. Put my nice tight trunks on. Slathered myself in amber Solaire. Right. I'm going to go down and impress the birds round the pool. Right. About 1:30, 2 o'clock, I'm walking around the pool. It's buzzing. I can hear all the birds. Oh, look. Poldark's down. Poldark's down. Poldark's by the pool. I'm voguing, right? I'm voguing. It's the term I think the kids use. Boo, boo, boo. To impress the girls, right? Summer of 1974, York Hall swimming baths, 6 weeks holidays, taught myself to do a handstand dive. I've never forgot how to do it. It's always there should I need to impress the birds. They're all looking over. Bosh, right here, let's go. Bosh, I'm up, right, full handstand. All the birds are looking over, they're buzzing, right. Hold it for about 10 seconds. I'm going to plunge in and do a nice whip underneath, nice and slow, get the tension going. Go nice and slow, all the birds. Oh, he's not come up, Poldark's not come up. Oh no, he ain't drowning down there, is he? Oh, Poldark's not come up. The final moment when the tension's at its highest, I burst out the water like the old Spice advert. The mark of a man. The mark of a man. I twist in the air, land on one buttock. There's 2 70-year-old salts sitting there, proper salt. I just flick them with a bit of cold water. Give them the eyes. And they both look at me and went, slag. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been absolutely lovely. Thank you very much for coming to the show. We had had some friends round for the evening. We're dipping bread in oil. We're having a lovely time. Issues are coming up. The issue of teenage pregnancies come up. Now, I've had nearly a whole bottle of Zinfandel. I'm going for 7.5, 8 quid, but I'm buying the cheap shit anymore. 8 quid I'm paying now. He's in my office, he thinks he's cracked it. So, I've been a bit buoyed up with booze. So I said to these very nice people, teenage pregnancies through the roof, I said, through the roof. And I'll tell you why. During the last 30 years in the UK, fingering has disappeared. Yeah. You know it, people. Now, maybe you people came out for an easy ride tonight. So it ain't gonna happen here. I'm bringing it to you from the street. You're not gonna hear this stuff on Question Time. Or the One Show. No, it's people like me. Got to spread the word. You know, as well as I do, the demise of fingering has led to chaos in the UK. The teenager will not wait. They will not defer gratification. We did. You took ages to get to that point. You didn't get to that point for ages. You had to tit the girl up for about a year. You had to tit her up around the flats. Over the park, babysitting. You did your time. Got to know her a bit. You titted her up over the jumper. Over the jumper. Then you got under the jumper. Then one night she'd look at you and go on. You're holding a tit. You don't know what to do with a tit. You're holding one. You're never going to be the same again. Used to walk home in the days. I've held a tit. Can't believe it, man. Your mum would know, but you've held a tit, haven't you? I've seen that face. So you titted her up. You washed a couple of cars, got a bit of dough together. You treated her to Wimpy and chips. She's a nice girl. She's thought, what a lovely fella. He's titted me up for a year. He's bought me a rum bubba. I'm going to let him finger me later. Right and all. Now, Mum and Dad are at home. They know she's going to get fingered. They're good people. The old man's a bit excited. What's going on? He's took her for a wimpy. Calm down, George. We brought her up right. She's only going to get fingered, you know it. So, you do a year's work. It was a very fluid time. People moved about a lot then. There was a layer of men above you who had accumulated goods and she'd run off with some dickhead who's got a moped on a provisional. Fuck that up. Shut up. Yeah, now this gets a laugh. Look, yeah. But through the power of technology, you better laugh in the right fucking place. I know what people of Essex are like. They'll be like, shh. Let him sweat. Now, this is your turn to be actors. Now, we know Essex is renowned for its acting ability. We've seen it on the telly. And there's casting people in tonight. And I can see you playing the latest Lavario. Very fluid time. People were moving about. There were a layer of men above you who'd accumulated goods. You fuckers. Going on. I've got one of the best editors in the country. You can't beat me. Shelled out. You could lose her. Never mind, you've done your work. But you've lost her. Lessons have been learned. 25 years later, you go to a wedding of an old friend, and she bowls in. 25 years has passed, she comes in. She says, "Hi, how's it going? How's it meeting you?" This is me impersonating a woman, by the way. "How's it going? How's it going?" She says, "Let me tell you about myself." "How's it going?" She says, "Yeah." She says, "I'm in marketing. I've got a little place by the river there." And you're thinking, "Yeah, but I fingered you." So, don't get flash, love. My wife and I made all sorts of promises to ourselves that on my year off we were going to go to theatres and galleries and do all this stuff. We didn't. We watched the telly. We like a bit of telly indoors. We're not ashamed of it. People are pompous and they go, "Oh, I haven't got a TV." I always go, "No, I ain't got any books." Yeah, about that, all those words and ideas strung together to create stories and theories. Fuck that for a laugh. Put the telly on. We've got 3 levels of viewing in our house. We've got a family viewing, Bake Off, X Factor, that sort of stuff. There's my stuff, which I shall be watching later, once she's gone to bed. All the quality gear. Sexcetera. Parking wars. Can't pay, we'll take it away. Oi, oi! Anything where it might kick off. And then we've got what we call our shows. They're few and far between. These are shows that my wife and I can enjoy as a couple. They come up very, very rarely. And if me and my wife see one, I say, "Babe, our show, our show." And she goes, "Yeah, our show, our show." And we give each other a high five, and we agree we're going to watch this show as a couple, never individually. This is a lovely agreement to make, but it does mean that it can be years before I get through a box set, because she goes to bed at 8:30. She stands up in the middle of an episode. "I've got to go to bed, babe. I'm absolutely shattered," she says. Absolutely shattered. Now, you younger men have probably got girlfriends who'll stay up quite late, 11 o'clock, things like that, you know, like 3 episodes. You're going to get married and have children. She's going to go back to work. You're going to get a lot of this. About 8:30, you get, "Oh, I've got to go to bed, babe. I'm absolutely shattered." You must never say at that point, "Why is that then?" "Why are you so tired, babe?" You have to go, "I can imagine, babe. Oh, the day you've had, eh? You had to let the gardeners in, didn't you? Put that Ocado delivery away. Show the cleaner where she's going wrong. I'll bet you're in bits, babe."